ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name is Bilify, and today we are here to counter a glove. Which glove might that be? Why, of course, it's the Parry Glove. These are going to be the amazing goobers who are going to be helping us to figure out what counters this glove. We have ourselves Carl and Kli. I appreciate both of you, and there may or may not be more people that join in the process. Let's get into this. This isn't a counter, but you can use the Z glove to button mash and get into a stunned form, which is a little bit odd. So if we were to hit and then spam our glove, we can go into sleeping form and then get back up, but we're still a little bit stunned, which is odd. Dream, with its extremely broken border. I can't unsee this. I see it every single time. Dream is a huge counter, easily one of the top counters on this list. Alright, so with the Dream Glove, if you end up getting parried, you can literally just walk away. You can just walk away. But if you wanted to go even faster, you could just equip and unequip your glove until the stun effect is over. It's crazy. Dream is huge. Golden is also a huge counter to this. You could use this before and after. So even if you do get parried, you can spam your glove and your ability at the same time to go golden, and you will not be able to get hit. And if you're in the middle and get parried, again, you do take that stun, but you're golden. So if you used it early enough, you're good. If you manage to hit somebody in cheeky form while they're in their parry mode, you don't take any bit of knockback or you don't get stunned or anything, but that's expected with cheeky. So can you actually parry a Replica clone? That's going to be interesting to see. Here we go. No, you cannot. Replica is a counter. You could use this to push them, and if they try to parry, they're gonna get sent back like you just saw. So W for Replica. You could go into defense and hide, but we're looking for more offensive as well. This is just if you wanna crawl into a hidey hole. So this is one I thought was gonna be huge as soon as I saw the glove. Are you gonna be able to pop the reverse ability if you get stunned? All right. Oh, you can indeed. Oh, reverse is huge. All right. We can highly recommend the reverse glove. So if you're fighting just a singular parry user and you have them blocked, so they go to parry. Oh, wow. So you can definitely use blocked in a 1v1, but you're still going to get parried and it's still going to stun lock you, so they could get back to the center or something. So the 1v1's going to last ages. But if you're just playing regular normal slap battles and you have a parry user blocked and they parry you, you're still going to get stunned, which leaves you open for other people to walk in and try to hit you. So I can't really recommend the blocked / buddies combination. Are they able to parry engineer? If you know how to land it with this glove facing that way, they cannot parry an engineer. So if you want to use this in combat, absolutely. But be careful, like you just saw there, they can jump over, so you're not going to want to hover on top. So you could definitely use engineer to slap them up, but you can only use your sentries, so I'm only going to label this 50-50. Can they parry a coil hand? That would be interesting. Oh, I don't think they can. So seeing that, we could definitely say that Coil is going to be a great counter, as they cannot block and parry the coil that is flying at them at super speeds, which is great. If you've been stunned, can you use the track? Nope, not until you hit the ground. Track be a no-go, but you can use this as a deterrent, as they cannot parry one of these explosions that are coming at them, so it can be used as a deterrent, but not a counter. So the Tableflip glove is going to be another deterrent, but not a counter, as you cannot use this if you've been stunned. You cannot use it while it's stunned, but you can definitely hit them with a table flip while they are indeed in that parry form. So just like track, it's another deterrent. Ping pong is going to be exactly like table flip and track. This is going to be a deterrent glove. You're not going to be able to use this if you've already been stunned, but they cannot block and parry away a ping pong ball. If you've been stunned, can you manage to pull out a home run? Oh, you can! Home run is a stun bypass. Interesting. Now the other thing to see is, can it block the parry? The parry will not save you against the home run glove itself with the ability, and even if you do end up getting parried, you can still spam your ability and hit them with a home run before you get slapped. They're not gonna die unless you're close to an edge, but yeah, home run is a big W. Definitely gonna be one of the ones that gets a gold tier trophy from us. Now how about Whirlwind? You cannot use it, not while you're stunned. What about beforehand? Oh, interesting. Let's see that again. So it parries it, but it also gets hit by it. Oh, so odd. So it does parry, but the Whirlwind effect lasts so long with desync that it doesn't matter. Whirlwind's 50-50. So along the list of deterrent gloves, Slicer's gonna join in with ping pong and table flip and track. How you doing? Editor Bilify here. Just want to let you know that I could not have been more incredibly wrong about that. Don't listen to the advice I just gave in the last 10 seconds. So can you use it if you've been stunned? You cannot. You are gonna die. Now can they parry it? Oh, they can! We do not recommend Slicer, as they can parry it. However, we are going to recommend Thor, though. If we get parried, we cannot use the animation while we are stunned. So, can they parry Thor's ability? Absolutely not. That's the only way you're really going to use Thor against them. And you could try to catch them off guard by running up to them and faking out like what counters do, where you can fake out the parry and then go to slap them while they're still shocked. But yeah, the Thor's Thunder is about all you can do. Gravity will slow them down, but even if you activate this ability near them, it's not going to matter as they're close enough to hit you. So this is like a deterrent not to try to chase you down. They can't parry Meteor strikes, but this isn't like super deadly to them unless there's a couple people using it. You could definitely use the Sun Glove. You cannot throw the sun while you are parried, but they cannot parry the sun. If you're using God's Hand, are they able to parry and time stop? Too hard to time. So God's Hand is interesting because with the parry, it parries the base slap, and in time stop, if they parry at the precise moment that they get out and time stop stops, you can 100% parry the God's Hand after the time stop is up. But it's so crucial that you have it on the exact moment that I don't know how many people are actually going to parry perfectly. I'm going to say God's Hand's 50-50. So if you use Ultra Instinct and you get parried, yeah, okay, you do have the option with Ultra Instinct to dodge. So that Ultra Instinct 50% dodge rate will work if they parry you and try to slap you. Are you able to somehow Acrobat roll away? Oh, you can use the Acrobat to roll away if you do get stunned, but the problem is they can catch up if they use that jump dash, but normal walking, definitely not. Only if they use that jump dash to come and slap you. That is how they're going to be able to catch up to you, but you can use the Acrobat to evade for a second, which is odd. If they're not paying attention, 1000% you can catch them off guard with a bus, but can you use it if you've been parried? You cannot use the bus if you've been parried, and you cannot parry a bus. Oh, you can. You can dash into the bus with the parry dash to nullify the bus. So if it's too late, you can go into it. You could also go to the sides, either or, but yeah, you can definitely go into the bus to nullify that knockback. You could get the reverse out of the Mitten, but it's not feasible for what we're doing here. The only thing phase will keep you safe from is their initial slap, so phase is not something we'd recommend. The bomb, bubble, jet, shard, and bob gloves are all going to be deterrents. The knockback of the bomb, they can't avoid. They can't parry a bubble. No parrying the bubbles. You can't parry the explosion of a jet. You cannot parry Shard. Shard's a little bit better of a counter than all the deterrent gloves that I just showed you in this little sequence, as it has a fast ability timer. You get slaps off the ability and it slows them down. Bob's a huge deterrent. It's not really going to protect you. We just need to see if Bob can be used if you are stunned. Nope. What happens with Orbit? So the Orbit's just like Whirlwind, where it still slaps the player, but it parries and stuns the user as well, so this is odd. So Orbit, 50-50. If you get parried, can you pop a tree? Nope. And the parry will not block the knockback, so Slapple's gonna be 50-50. You could of course take away their glove, but you're risking a parry, so I'm not really gonna recommend that. Can they parry Larry? Nope, you cannot parry Larry. Are you able to use charge if you've been parried? I kinda doubt it. No, you cannot. Now what about if you parry a charge in their dash? Is that possible? You can! Oh! Charge is a no-go. Can you use glitch if you've been stunned? No, you cannot. Can you parry a glitch? You cannot. So that's going to be a deterrent glove. They cannot escape from it with their dash. So you can use that if they're trying to come after you with a parry. You can just spam them into glitches if that's what you want to do. So the Elude glove is going to get a trophy on this one because you could use this glove and not really have to worry except for a bad teleport. That's about it. They can't really hit you even if you do get teleport or parried, I should say. Very much safe. Parry cannot parry the Moai head. Parry cannot parry the Obby kill bricks. Oh, is this another counter set where you can make a clone and then have somebody go try to fight the clone but they get parried? Yep, and it still stays there too, so it can happen over and over and over again. That is hilarious. So Flamarang can be a counter, but this is 50-50 because it still has the base slap. The only thing that it's not going to counter is the swinging, flaming ball that's going around. Or not a ball, it's a blade, but yeah, you cannot parry the Flamarang. You cannot activate it during, so yeah, 50-50. So you can't use the Kinetic to save you if you've been parried, but they cannot protect themselves against the percussive blast of Kinetic, so the bigger it is, the better it is for you as a Kinetic user. You could also use this to save you as like a one-time tab glitch, so the Kinetic Glove's gonna land on that 50-50 list. Funny enough, can they parry a Sparky coming after them full bore? Oh, so they can parry it, but it's just like the Whirlwind glove and the Orbit where it will hit them, but it'll also stun the user who's using Sparky as well. So 50-50. Now, if you get parried, can you panic Boogie? No, you cannot panic Boogie, but you can indeed call out a Boogie to take away the ability of panicking, or parrying, not panicking. So Boogie's gonna be 50-50. Are you able to panic Quake? You cannot panic Quake, nope. But you can parry the Quake itself. Oh, Quake takes a massive L here. Now, Psycho. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if they parry, the millisecond you tried to drag them over with Psycho, it parries. We here at the Counter Group Inc. do not recommend Psycho. Now, you can use Kraken as a deterrent glove. You can't use it while stunned. And you cannot parry the Gigantic Tentacule to the glove that counters everything Rob. The only thing we're going to be testing here is to see if it's going to be a 50% counter or not. You cannot use Rob while stunned, but they will not be able to parry the Rob ability. So if Rob's hungry for some parry people, he can definitely get in there and eat them. So Rob, of course, takes the W, but it's not a golden trophy because you cannot use this if you have been stunned. Now, Dream was specific with speed. Will Rhythm as well? Oh, you can! Okay, so Rhythm is exactly like the Dream Glove. So yeah, you don't even have to equip the glove to escape. It just stuns you, but you can't even move. You could just unequip and re-equip your glove over and over again and just fight that way. But I feel like this would be a really annoying way to fight. When you do that, you kind of have this little effect that kind of stays above your head, like you got hit in one of those Tom and Jerry cartoons. We can highly recommend the Rhythm Glove for sure. Now, can you panic Rojo? You cannot panic Rojo. You can't panic Rojo, but if you try to hit them, they can't parry the Rojo shot. So the Rojo glove's only going to be a 50% counter. Are they able to parry the gun of Hitman? Boom! You cannot block the revolver, meaning the golden revolver and revolvers are going to be great against this. So Hitman's going to be another 50-50. So I have high hopes for the retro here. Ooh, you cannot use the ability in a panic, but you can hit them if they are parried. So you can hit them with the bomb, you can hit them with the band hammer, and you can hit him with the rocket, but you cannot panic, so this is another 50-50. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe 65, 70%. Now, are you able to panic Null? No, you cannot panic Null. And the parry won't work against that Null, so Null's gonna be yet again another 50-50. Now we're on to the Tinker! Yeah! I don't think you're gonna be able to panic with this, but it's still gonna be 50-50 at bare minimum, because they cannot block the Tinkerbots. No Tinkerbots during the stun phase. And they cannot parry the Tinkerbots, they will end up flying away. The last thing to see, can they parry Alchemist potions? So if they go to try to parry, they cannot parry any... I grew a flower after I did that. Yeah, you cannot parry potions as they're flying. And that is gonna be our list of counters for this glove. Let me know, what was the counter that surprised you the most? I'm not gonna lie, the Dream and Rhythm, both of those absolutely blew my mind. I didn't know it was gonna be able to just walk away. My favorite counter, it might be Reverse, but then again, it could also be Dream and Rhythm. Those are still funny to me. But let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Shout out to this awesome group of people that were helping figure out the counters. We have ourselves Carl, Scho, Kli, and Bio. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. But other than that, I hope that every single one of you have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!